So this is the ResMed Astral 150. I'll just show you around the back first. So we have the power cable, which plugs into a battery pack before connecting to the wall. That plugs in next to the on-off switch, and along here you have a connector where you can add your supplemental oxygen just through some green tubing from either the wall or a can cylinder. Next we have the sundries. So we've got single tubing, breathe in and out through the same tubing. We've got a bacterial filter, we've got an HME, catheter mount, and this is a two-way expiration valve. So to put these together, it's pretty simple. So the tubing connects onto your bacterial filter. Your bacterial filter connects just onto the front of the machine here. On the end here you have this really important piece of kit. So this is your expiratory CO2 valve. So this goes on here with the arrow pointing towards the patient. Really important it doesn't go upside down, so this way round, arrow towards the patient. Okay, so after that, as you normally would, you have your HME followed by your catheter mount, and it will look like this. So as usual, you wouldn't normally use a vent without doing a safety check first. So to do that, you lift the flap, unlock the screen by pressing the amber hand, confirm that you want to unlock by pressing unlock. I'll give you a wee beep to tell you it's unlocked until you're up at the top. So to do your check, you go over here to circuit, and we want to do learn circuit, which is here. So we just press start, and it's going to talk us through what to do. So it doesn't need to be connected to the oxygen for this, and we just need to disconnect the whole circuit. So I'm just going to take this off of here, and you have to keep lifting the flap, press confirm again. So what this does is blows out cold air from here, just to check that there's no obstructions. Okay, so next it's going to prompt me to attach all circuit components, but do not connect interfaces or the ResMed leak valve. So the ResMed leak valve is this piece I showed you earlier on with the little man and the arrow. So basically, to do the check, all we have is the bacterial filter connected onto the front of the machine, and then just the empty tubing at the end. So we press confirm. It tells us to leave the patient end open, so press confirm. And I'll just do a quick test. And now it's asking us to block the end of the circuit, so just as you would with the other one. Cover it with your hand and press confirm. And that tells us that the circuit has been learned and it's okay, the device test is okay, and we don't have an oxygen sensor, so that's why it says oxygen sensor not detected. So that's all fine, and we can now press confirm to move on to use. So as with our normal tubing, we'll change everything weekly. Catheter mount's disposable, HME is disposable. This part here is not disposable and we cannot throw it away, we must keep this. Wash it with warm soapy water and make sure it's really well rinsed so that she doesn't get the flavour of soap. Tubing apparently can be washed as well, but we should have a supply so that can be changed weekly. As with the bacterial filter, we have bacterial filters, so just change that weekly too. So this is the main screen that you're going to see when you come over to the vent. You just lift the lid, unlock the screen either by touching the orange hand or any of the soft keys. That'll prompt you to unlock down here. Once the screen's unlocked, you've got access to all of the ventilator settings. These are all locked at the moment. If you need to change them, Press and hold the lock key at the top here, and that'll eventually let you enter clinical mode. So you get the choice whether you want to enter clinical mode for 20 minutes or unlimited. So if we just go 20 minutes at the moment, and then that means you can press and change the soft key settings. So I'm going to cancel that at the moment. If you want to increase or decrease, there are arrows at the side, and then just apply to confirm. Okay, so going through the screen, at the top here we've got PAC, which stands for pressure assist control. Pressure assist control is very similar to pressure support. You can see up here in the top right, you've got your PEEP set at 5 and your pressure control set at 7. So your pressure control is the same as your pressure support, and your IPAP here, 12, is the sum total of your PEEP and pressure support together. Your EPAP is your expired pressure. You've got your set respiratory rate, and down here you've got your tidal volume and your IPAP max pressures, which will prompt your alarms. Over here on the right you've got your lungs, which will give you your waveforms. There's obviously nothing there at the moment, but if you were connected that's where you would have them. And then on monitoring here you have all your numerical values, and then if you want to go into trends at the bottom, oops, that'll give you your nice screen for trends. So back to where you were is just the two ticks here. That takes you back to your home screen. Start ventilation, it's dead simple. Press start ventilation, and then to stop ventilation just press and hold, and then confirm.